Does it look like I have Kylie Jenner lips too? I think this is just unfortunate. Well, this just seems to be a bummer. I see one person in here. I don't know who you are, but just letting you know, I think this shit's ridiculous. I've been sitting here for 2 days, reading articles, watching videos, and I just think that these people have no real concept of reality. Religion has a lot to do with this, the thought processing, and politics. The fact that this has been happening for a couple days now, and not a single person in office has stepped down and done anything. Now, I don't know why this video is showing a really old picture of me on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that off of there. But the whole point in me doing this video is to discuss how important it is to correlate religion and politics into the Baltimore riots. I mean, it has to do with a lot of it. I don't think there's a single part of this scenario that it's not a part of. Due to religion and politics, these people are acting out. According to some articles, it's about a policy that was put into place back over 100 years ago. That obviously has to do with politics, and I'm sure a lot of that had to do with religion at the time. But now these people feel like they're just in doing what they're doing, going out, pillaging, and robbing people, and throwing rocks at cops on TV. But it's not doing any of them any damn good. It's proving more and more that we have no hold on society and society's norms. We have no hold on our people as people, and we're not united as a country. Because if we were, then we wouldn't be doing this crap. I wouldn't have to be coming on here on a live stream, talking to absolutely really no one, telling them about how I feel about something that's happening all the way across the country from me. I mean, this is in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm in Portland, Oregon. Okay. That's literally across the nation. That's as far as I could possibly get from Baltimore, unless I go to Seaside or Lincoln City or Astoria, one of the coastal cities here in Oregon. That's as far as I'm going to get from Baltimore. A part of me wants to go there and just tell all of them to just stop what they're doing. I mean, yeah, I know that's not really going to do anything, but I feel like that there's something that somebody can do, one of us can do, and not a single person has done anything. All we've done is sit around and speculate on something that has happened, but have not come together as people to help out these other people in need and to stop them from doing the bad shit that they're doing. Like, how are we going to stop this if all we do is sit around and talk about it? That makes no sense to me. And I'm sure that makes no sense to other people who have logical thought processing. I mean, yeah, I may be in some situations in my life where it wasn't very logical for me to do some things. But I'm grown now, 26. I've seen a lot of the world for what it is. I've been homeless. I came from middle class. I hung out in the hood here in Portland around gangbangers. I've been around every group, actually. The geeks, the goths, the preps, the cheerleaders, the Barbies, the hood rats, the druggies, the homeless kids. And in every group of people that I've been around, there's always that one person that likes to cause chaos. And it only takes one person to cause chaos to have everybody else in that vicinity to cause chaos. One person. Just like it can only take one person to stand up, to speak out, and to stop shit like this from happening. Now, how religion and politics come into this, it's very, very simple. With religion, there's control. With politics, there's control. And when there is too much control for one group, they act out. And I'm not talking about a group of people as in a race or gender. I'm talking about in general, just any group. Because you can have people individually be told what to do, and they'll make their own decisions. But if you put people together in a group and tell them what to do, they either collaborate against you or they collaborate for you. In this instance, these people have collaborated against the government. And I'm pretty sure, like, I cannot say like 100%, but I'm 90% sure that the majority of these people have some sort of religious background. They either go to church or they believe in some higher power. Because in no right, logical, legitimate mind would somebody go out of their way to riot a town full willingly knowing that they could go to prison for the rest of their lives for pillaging, robbing, and killing people. Because that's eventually what's going to happen. Somebody's eventually going to die with this riot. And then does that have to be the breaking point for these people to stop? Does somebody really have to die? Do these people have to continue robbing and destroying things? Because as a 26-year-old American citizen, I am appalled and disgusted with these people. I cannot believe that they can even fathom a thought like that, let alone act on it. It's not right. And it's not right that we all keep sitting here and not doing a damn thing. Okay? Now, you can either be a part of the problem or you can be part of the solution to the problem. But sitting around, speculating, talking about, making videos about, discussing in chat forums and on Twitter about this situation is not doing a damn thing. It fully, wholeheartedly irritates the shit out of me that these people would rather sit around doing nothing with themselves all day talking about this shit than go out there and do something. What is wrong with people? I mean, I can understand to the extent of where the people who are committing these riots are coming from as a criminal. I can understand. I am criminally insane. I have 10 plus convictions. But I am not a felon. And I am not a felon because I know better. I did stupid things in situations where I thought I had no choice. I've been there. But these people have a choice and they're making the wrong one. And so is everybody else sitting around watching this and not doing anything. You are just as bad as they are. And that is the absolute truth. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry for you to hear it, but it's the truth. You can't sit around and make a speculation on something and say how wrong something is if you're not going to do anything about it. You might as well keep your mouths shut. Because people like me who want to do something but can't get irritated as fuck about it. And believe me, you don't want us to be irritated because, see, when people like me get irritated, we do something about it. And it's more of an extreme than what they're doing in Baltimore. Now, that's not a threat. That's absolute seriousness. I'm absolutely tired of sitting here and seeing things like this happen and nobody doing anything. I have to go out of my way to make a video, to go live on YouTube, which I never do. Because people want to be stupid. Why can't we have people come together, talk about these things, and do something about it? It's not right that we're not. Like, I hear, on top of all this, I hear so much crap about atheism, anti-theism, and libertarianism. Now, let me set things straight for you guys, okay? I'm an anti-theist and I'm a libertarian, okay? I grew up in a very, very liberal state. Basically, here, it's like if as long as somebody doesn't see you, doesn't hear about it, and you don't physically hurt anybody, nobody gives a shit. Like, you can steal cars all day long and no one will care. They won't catch on for a while. I only know because I learned how to drive in a stolen car by somebody who was stealing cars here, and he eventually went to prison for it because he was dumb enough to try to steal a bait car that they purposely left out for him to steal. He's an idiot. Just like these people in Baltimore. They're all idiots for going out there and going against the police. Now, I'm not condoning how a lot of the police are, but that doesn't mean that what these people are doing is okay, because it's not. It's making us as a country look bad to other countries. It makes us look like we don't have control of our people as a society and how we function together. If this is the United States of America, where the fuck is the united part? I would like to know. Because even though I'm a libertarian, I'm very much for anarchy. But this is not anarchy. This is stupidity. Because at least with anarchy, you have a real chance at succeeding in making things different for your government and for your people and for yourself. When people go out and riot and pillage and rob and commit violent acts against other people for the sole purpose of being justified and being angry, proves absolutely nothing except that those people cannot handle their emotions, which means that they should get psychologically checked out and maybe on some therapy and some medications. And I'm not one for medication. Like, I took 14 types of medications in less than 8 years when I was ward of the state. I don't take pills anymore. I barely smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't do any drug other than, like I said, occasionally I smoke pot. And I am labeled clinically psychotic. I'm criminally insane. And I am sitting here more reason to do what they're doing. When that mother, by the way, I'm going to talk about the mother who was caught on news camera hitting her son and yelling at him for throwing rocks at cops. I do and I don't condone what she does. I don't condone her hitting at him or yelling at him. But I do condone her going out and stopping him from what he is doing. Because there are so many kids that were out there, so many people who were out there, and she was the only parent who went out there to stop her kid from acting a fool. And to me, that's good parenting. Despite her yelling at him, despite her hitting him, despite whatever happens in her life before and after, the fact that she went out there and stopped him from doing what he was doing and made him realize, because if you watch the video, you will see him and you will see how he turns around and notices not only her following him, but a cameraman following him. And when he sees that cameraman, he has this really embarrassed look on his face because he knows what he did was wrong, and he got caught by his mom on national television in front of a whole bunch of people that he knew. Like, man, that's got to be embarrassing. I know, just by that look on his face, that he'll never do something like that again. I really do wish there were more parents out there like that. Because if there were, there'd be less people out there doing shit like that. Keeping your kids in check is a #1 priority to our future. And if we cannot keep the children of this next generation in check on what they're doing and their education, Our future is fucked. And I'm telling you this at 26 years old. I'm barely over a quarter of a century. And I'm already disgusted with how we treat our next generation. You know, I thought as a child, the older generation was shitty. You know, I was raised by my grandparents because my parents were drug addicts. It's nothing compared to now. Playing with puzzles and reading books when I was a child is absolutely nothing compared to today. Sometimes I wish I was back in my childhood. But what can we do? We've got to unite, come together, and stop these people from continuing this madness. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. It's almost 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I'm on a live stream talking about something that is happening all the way across the country from me. Because it's that stupid. And it bothers me that much. So I don't know who's all watching me and my video. I just know that it's important to get my message out, because if I don't, who is? I can't keep sitting here and watching this stuff every day and not say something or do something about it. I feel as an intelligent person that if I don't do something about it, we're at a great loss for humanity. I can't say that I'm going to do this by myself. I sure as fuck cannot do it by myself. I just need like-minded people. For all of you to sit here and watch me and listen to me and not go and do anything about it proves my point even more. You are just a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. Now, we need more people to be a part of the solution. So, you're either with me or against me, but if you're with me, man, I need to know. I don't care if you're against me, because that opinion does not matter to me. I only care about the people who are going to be on my side. I only care about the people who are going to stop stupid people like this from doing stupid things like this. Because enough is enough. I'm tired of sitting here and seeing this shit. It's appalling. It's ludicrous. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. And it's insane. The fact that there's not a single person doing anything about it right now disgusts me. I don't see how. I really don't. I don't see how people can sit here and make all these observations about this and not make a video against it or talk out about it. Sorry, excuse me. I'm getting a little tired. It's 2:49 a.m. and my computer's dying. But I've been up all night reading nonstop about this shit, and it's on my nerves like nothing else. Oh, and believe me, this is not the last time you're going to see me talk about these things. Because I feel that if I start talking about these things, start making videos about these things, it's eventually going to catch on. And people are going to take it seriously. Because if you want an activist, oh man, I'm going to be an activist. Because like I said, I'm tired of sitting here and reading about this shit. I want to read about something being done about it. I'm tired of speculation. Is that all we do as a society? Is that all we fucking do is speculate? Speculate and watch others do what they do? Not concern ourselves with what we're doing as people and how it affects everybody else? Because I learned as a criminal, everything you do affects everyone else in this world. And that's why as a criminal, I had to always be 4 steps ahead of my enemy. Typically the person who's against the crime that I'm committing. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, I'm tired. So please tell me,